again, this isn't a formal recap, but this is just me kind of talking through it. If you all want to help me out here a little bit, but we opened up outside of the Queen Marie, Darrow's dreadnought. After you all went to go rough them up a little bit.
And became captains.
Reaffirm your point, and in the process, you became captains only mere moments before it was blasted to smithereens by an invading Batarian hegemony fleet. So as they were all landing, you gathered the surviving crew members and made your way into the city. On the streets, you saw people fleeing the scene and locking themselves indoors, as well as a bunch of Campestri freaking out. In order to move a little quicker, you quickly discussed a plan with Scorn to have him escort all the surviving crew members to the town hall, where you all guessed everyone would be meeting, while you can move a little quicker through the civil district to try and reunite Captain Forge with his men in hiding. So to find his crew in hiding, you battled your way through the streets of Tortuga, fighting off a squad of Batarian pirates, which you all did with relative ease, thanks to the luck of the dice gods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And after the fighting was over, Forge got to reunite with his men. You continued on Town Hall, where you reunited with Aurelia, Reese, and Julian along the way.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, when you arrive at Town Hall, you found it to be filled with confused civilians or wounded pirate fighters. And that is where we left off. I'm sorry if I missed anything, but that was me off the top of my head.
We called and checked in with the engineers in Sheeta as well.
That's right. So that and we they said they were barricaded inside Giacomo's workshop. And then you also called Sykes on the Stormbreaker and told him to send as much help as possible.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying, Shane?
I was gonna say that I also stole the frequency codes for the Batarian, so now we can just hear whatever they're saying if we want to.
Yeah.
Right. Very astute.
Because I was like, this makes sense to do.
Of course. Okay, so are we recording? Are we good?
I think we are.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me get back to session 37. So, as you enter Town Hall, you're greeted with the round circular room that you have seen many times at this point. It is very, very crowded. People standing like shoulder to shoulder. Everyone's chattering, like, what's going on? Like, are we going to be all right? That sort of tone. You can see that it's so packed that even on the staircase leading up the tower above, you can see feet dangling off the edges.
Mm-hmm.
Certain areas are dedicated. Some space is dedicated to laying out some stretchers to tend to some wounded. And in the center of the room, trying his best to direct the traffic of this very tightly packed space, you see a rather tall but slim Solarian, Captain Ombud, with one hand trying to like point and direct people around with the other hand, cradling little baby June, who is trying to get out of his arms due to endless curiosity. Like he sees something on the floor and he's like reaching for it, and he's just kind of getting like scooped up by
Okay. Chaos. Awesome. Cool. Love me some chaos.
Mm-hmm. Your friends that you regrouped with, Aurelia turns to you all and says, I'm going to have a word with Ombud. Discuss what our plan is going from here.
That's a good idea.
That sounds like a good idea.
Reese goes like, I'm going to see about the door. We can't let them get in once all the survivors have shown up.
Right.
All right. Smart.
Very smart.
And then Julian goes like, people here are clearly under duress. I'll see what I can do about calming things down a bit in here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, just if anyone needs anything, just let us know, okay?
Right.
Want to make sure we're all in contact with each other as much as we can be when we need to be. So, yeah, that's it.
We are a little scattered, but this isn't the worst that the Stormbreaker crew has run into.
No,
It's just Tuesday.
Right. And tomorrow, what do we have on the schedule? Some Reapers?
Oh,
We might be able to fit that in.
And she just goes like, and goes over to one of the doors. You see on the other side of the room, you see Scorn like rudely brush people out of his way with Darrow over his shoulder, and he just like throws them on a stretcher with like no grace whatsoever, and he wipes his hands. And you can see that the crew that you had with it, that you left with him, all seem all right, if just a little shaken.
Okay.
Well, we're here. What do we do now? Anyone have any brilliant ideas? Like we normally do?
Can we see where if any of the pirate lords are around here?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check. Not a very high DC.
All right. That's an 11.
An 11? Okay. Aside what has already been described, you definitely see Ombud in the center of the hall, kind of playing like traffic control man, pointing everything pointing people to others they're trying to find, or where they can find X supplies or X thing that they need. You see Darrow is barely conscious on one of the stretchers. You do not see Captain Lord Kama, though.
Yeah, that's a little concerning.
It's at this moment, one of the doors open, and a couple pirates draw their weapons, only to immediately lower them, as you see Sykes, and you see Werlock Bracken, as well as many other Quarian crewmates from the Stormbreaker, all shuffle in.
Oh, good.
Oh, hell yeah, reinforcements.
Yeah.
The cavalry arrived.
Everyone make way. I'm going to need some shots of morphine.
Hey, can I get some too?
Crap.
I think Piper's just gonna wave them over to where they are. if they see
Ah,
her.
good.
Yeah.
You can see, you can't quite hear him say that, but you can clearly see, like, read his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, he holds a Quarian crewmate around his shoulders, and he sets him down on one of the other stretchers, which is starting to become a little bit more of a crowded area.
Ugh.
hmm I'm just gonna turn on me like, status report. Is anyone else injured?
Nothing serious, thank goodness. But we
Alright,
had a tough time getting here. The
good, that's
Batarians
good.
seem to be moving in towards the center of the city. We barely managed to stay ahead of them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Normally I'm a healer, but I'm very appreciative of the basic alliance training I got back in the day. As he holsters a pistol.
Oh,
Hey, keeping your people healthy.
Hey, say what you want. A little gun training is never a bad idea.
More than one way to help someone.
Yeah. I think Piper's gonna look around and try to see if, because she wants to try and help some of the wounded.
Okay.
Maybe her crewmates, if they need help, she wants to just try to, stabilize or dress wounds or whatever needs to be done.
Okay. Yeah, you see that most of your Quarian crewmates, some of them are clearly in pain, but it doesn't look like anything serious. Like maybe some gunshot wounds like in the arm, or like, some twisted ankles.
Mm-hmm.
No mortal injuries.
Okay.
But the person that really catches your eye, though, looking to apply medical help, is you see a Patarian, a small, like, frailer Patarian that you recognize as the shopkeeper from days ago.
Oh.
Pop laid down on one of the stretchers having a coughing attack.
I'm gonna go check on him, see if I can
Okay.
help.
All right. Yeah,
Hey.
he's just hacking on the ground.
Hey, I don't know if you remember me. I was at your shop a few days ago. It's okay if I have some medicine training. Can I try and help? Just gonna...
Oh, it's you.
Yeah.
And you see that his son is kneeling next to him. Just goes like, "It's fine, really. We appreciate it, but..." As his father just continues to cough.
Are you sure?
Well, I don't know. He's just old. You see, we had to run to get here.
Yeah. Is there any water or anything maybe he could drink or anything like that? Has anyone given you anything, or has it been too hectic?
Oh, I'll get some. I just need to sit down for a minute.
Okay, well, you do that. I'm gonna go find you something to drink, okay?
Oh, bless you.
Okay. She'll just smile and then go look for something to get him.
All right. You can see that Ombud is directing certain civilians to a stack of, like, it's like a pile of crates. Like, there's piles of, like, loot, like, that people are trying to, like, work around as they maneuver through this space. It clearly was not meant to have this many people in attendance at once. But another section, about as tall as one of the loot piles, is just crates full of storage, like including medical supplies, food, water. And you see him directing people towards.
Okay, well, assuming I can go over there, I'm gonna go over there and grab what I think I would need.
Okay.
Maybe a few extra things for me and my crewmates too, if that's
All right.
allowed. So.
Yes, so easy enough to get some water bottles and some basic rations. And I will say that enough time will pass in this space to grant you all a short rest.
Oh, great.
Wonderful.
Oh hell yeah!
So you can expend your hit die if you would like to regain
What
some
is my
HP.
hit die?
That would be good.
What is our? It's a D8, right? Okay.
I might be able to
Yeah.
Mine is.
We're-
Whatever it's listed.
see.
Strux should definitely have the highest.
Hey, that popped me
Thank-
back to full. Hell
Strux.
yeah!
I think Strux is a D10.
7.
Pretty sure
I
the
don't
only ones that
agree
are
with you.
tankier than that are Vanguards.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Oh, that's most of what I needed.
All right. I'll let you all keep track of the HP you recover.
Oh,
Mine
perfect.
popped me back to full. I'm all good.
Mine did too. One hit die.
It's just,
Take that.
it's just what with the perk to being awesome and not getting hit hardly at all.
Alright.
Same.
As you maneuver your way back across the room to the Batarian father and son, you you all notice, because it's probably the loudest voice in the room. Scorn grabs Bracken by his collar and just goes, "What do you mean Rourke's the only one on the ship?"
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Oh, but he's not the only one. There's that Taylor person there as well. The one with the blue hair.
Jesse!
No.
Jesse.
Jesse!
But you left Rourke in charge? Look, I love him. He's like a son to me, but what were you? And he just face palms.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Fine! He's a good boy.
Yeah, well, let's hope he has enough common sense to keep the doors shut.
Oh, that's a good point.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Bracken just
Mir-
like nervously laughs.
Can Miri try calling him?
Yeah, you can call Rourke.
Okay. Miri's gonna call Rourke real quick.
All right. Like instantly picks up, like, "Oh, hello!
Hey! How's things on the ship?
It could be better."
What's going on?
Well, you see, they're all outside this ship. They haven't gotten in yet, but
But
well, it's. Don't be mad at me, okay? We're a little surrounded.
I know you're surrounded. What's going on?
They're flooding into the city.
The Batarians are?
They look like Batarians.
Hey. Well,
What did we do to piss them off this time?
that I don't know yet. Just stay on the ship and please don't let anyone in.
Oh, you got it. I can just play some cards.
No.
With the blue one, yeah.
Some quality bonding time.
Yeah.
Okay. Just stay safe and really just don't let anyone in.
You got it.
Thanks. She'll
Hangs up.
she'll hang up.
Hey, thanks. Bye. Oh boy.
Okay, that's reassuring, right?
Yep,
Yeah, that could be good. It's not the worst. Let's see. So Sykes said that they were headed in towards the center, right? Would that be towards here?
He's in the building with you.
No, I mean like the Batarians were heading towards here.
Oh, yes. The Batarians are all kind of like advancing from the surrounding beaches and like
Mm-hmm.
flooding into the center of the city, essentially.
Okay. Is there like Just to like keep an eye on things, is there like a window or a balcony I could go up to and like look out and try to see if I can see anyone like approaching?
Good
And
idea.
The first floors, there are probably some windows.
All right, I'm just gonna like go up and just find the window with like the biggest view of the area, I guess, and just try to like use my sniper scope to like just like as binoculars, so to speak, and just try to see if people are walking in.
Okay.
Because I'm saving it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
play some soundtrack,
Strux
I
wants to
hope.
come too.
Okay, so you two can head up to the floor above and find the biggest, most convenient window you can in a short period of time.
Yeah.
And overlooking the buildings of the city, you can see that they're around the immediate vicinity of the town hall are just some straggling civilians that are starting to join in on into the town hall, but you definitely can see in the distance marching Batarian troops through virtually every street leading to the town hall.
Great. That's exactly what we need. Can I like tap into their calls and see if I can hear them planning anything?
Yeah, so you tune to like the frequency you learned about, and you a random Batarian go like we're almost to the town hall, master. And you just hear like only fired when fired upon.
We got a cocksuckers, but
Great. Yeah, we got to get this place locked down pretty quick.
wonder if there's anybody downstairs that has any experience with guns. We gotta get them on our side.
Yeah, get who we can. Fucking. Like we've said his name like 5 times. Who's the Solarian captain again?
Captain Lord Ombud.
Ombud. I kept thinking Abaddon, and I was like, that's not it. Ombud.
They all look alike, anyways.
Jesus.
Wow.
So, after having scoped everything out and like listened to like, we're ready to fucking storm the place, I'm just gonna go find Ombud real quick because I saw him organizing things.
Yep.
And
so yeah, he looks at you and kind of like doesn't like sneer at you necessarily, like, but you can't help but notice like his eyes like narrow a little bit. He just goes like, welcome back.
Yeah. So, big bad. You probably know this already, but they're closing in like really fast. Are you in charge here?
Well, and he looks over at Darrow. It's just like, at the moment, I appear to be.
All right. I don't know what that's about, but we can save that for later. We got more pressing matters right now.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to know.
Oh, God.
No, I've just been here, dude.
Deception check. You son of a bitch.
Did you say deception?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing I have a +0 mod in, I can do that. That's a 2.
Amazing.
Come on.
At least it's not a 1.
That was like a Michael Scott like biting his lip moment. Right. Yes, well. Right. And he just goes like
Listen, we can argue semantics later. Right now, I need to know, like, do you have anyone here that like can help organize maybe a small armed force to get this place locked down?
Right, I was just doing just that. And yes, there will be time to argue semantics later. But for now, yes, we need to figure out what to do. Now, it wasn't my first choice, but an armed response was definitely something I was thinking of.
Hmm.
After
I've,
all, we're pirates. Everyone concealed carries on this planet.
Well, at least everyone knows what we're doing. Well, at least everyone's prepared.
We gotta hit them with everything we got.
I'm not sure everything we got will be enough. We expected this day, but not like this. Not in such full force.
Oh, I'm gonna paint their wagon.
Now. I'm sure you will, my large friend, but... And I would
Yeah.
like nothing more, honestly, but... We need to think about this.
I've tapped their comms, and something that their captain said kind of threw me off a little bit. He was saying not to fire unless like we shoot first. I don't know if like he'd be open to like get talked down or whatever, but I don't know. Something to think about.
They want
We're sending someone to negotiate!
I am ready to speak on behalf of my people, but I do fear that they're here for something, and I think we can all take a wild guess as to what that may be.
Yeah. Probably. Out of character, I have like bad guessing skills.
I mean, he's meaning our ship.
Yeah.
It is at this moment where, just as some mechanics and Reese and some other folks with blow torches are about to like completely seal the doors shut, just as they begin, the doors like rip open,
Uh-oh.
and you see, faster than the door can slide open, Captain Lord Kama just push the doors out of her way and stumble into the town hall. But she is covered in blood spatter.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Is it hers? Like, can we tell? If
Make
it's
a
hers?
medicine check.
Sure, I'll do that. Give me a
Can I
second.
do that too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pull up my medicine modifier. Okay. 17 for me.
8.
Let's say Strux is Krogan. He knows medicine as well. You roll a check.
All right.
Uh-oh, ominous music now.
See, 15 plus 2, 17.
Okay. You said an 18 and a 17, and then what?
Oh, I got an 8.
Okay. Well, 18 and 17 should definitely do it. Strux, you're definitely aware of the darker tint that Krogan blood has versus other types of blood you know of. And you can definitely see that scattered across her, as well as a couple wounds. Hard to tell whether they're minor or major wounds. And Piper, yeah, you notice that there isn't just Krogan blood on her. You would definitely know what human blood looks like.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
She goes up to Captain Ombud, who seems very anxious to give her June back. And as she picks him up, she just goes like, "Hello there, little one. Haven't had me a fight like this in over a bleeding century." as she like winces in pain.
I think
Batarians and, all the other bilge rats with them, they be tougher than we be giving them credit for. That or I'm going soft.
I think they're just fucking shit up right now.
Agree.
It's just you here?
You talking to Kama?
Yeah. Because she just ran in.
I'd be fighting off as many as I could. But even I have my limits.
And refreshing my own player memory, is any of like the rest of her crew in the building besides Onbud?
You definitely can see. Actually, make a perception check.
All right.
I will say you see some familiar faces.
Okay. Because I was like, you only said she ran in. What if they're all dead?
Mhm.
That's an 18.
18. So looking around, you can spot the very unique hue of red, a red drill that is Slyke.
Oh.
Kind of helping people out. You see some of the other familiar crew members, some of the doctors that once tended to Kama are now helping with the wounded alongside Sykes.
Mm-hmm.
And you also see some other crew members, including that one asshole Chet, who just seemed to have some kind of concussion.
Chet?
Gosh, Tet.
You say his name is Chet?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an
Yeah.
asshole.
the one that Miri headbutted.
I'd like to think his concussion is still from that.
Yeah.
Chet's always a
It
dick.
definitely is.
Oh boy.
But it sounds like if he is an asshole, he could probably help us.
Not a bad idea.
Well, sorry I'd be late to the party, but what's the situation like? Well, it's bad, as you can see. To be perfectly honest, I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
We can turn to everyone else. I don't know, gang. I mean, like, I got one or two ideas, but those are not who thought out last minute. Anyone else got anything?
No, not really. I wish I did, but no.
I mean, you said that they mentioned not shooting until we shoot, right?
Yeah, something about don't fire until fired upon. That kind of thing.
So we could hear them out and think about what comes next after.
Yeah, not a
As
bad idea.
ideal as that would be, our track record with negotiating has not been the cleanest. So,
That's an understatement.
if
Don't
unless
particularly feel like starting a fight, so
I don't either. That's the last thing I want to do right now. But I mean,
They completely destroyed that dreadnought, so clearly they're being aggressive.
well, yeah.
yeah, but why would they? Why would they be ordered to not fire unless they're fired upon? If they're just here just to wreck shit.
They probably want something.
That's my thought exactly.
Or someone.
That
So, like I
also true.
said, hear them out first.
I'm not against the idea. It's just who's gonna do it is my question.
Well,
Who's
I
willing
don't
to
think
do it?
any of us should speak on behalf of the pirates here.
I've
That
got
is
their
not our
comms.
place. True.
We're gonna try and wake up Darrow.
I don't know.
I don't know how
about
well he's
that.
doing.
You definitely saw that he was not quite fully conscious, but like he's breathing and like, you know, in the process of regaining consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Get some adrenaline.
And if we want to hear him out, I can give him a call. Sort of just like not speaking on anyone else's behalf. Just like asking why they're here and what the fuck is up with all the shooting.
Would be who I would vote for anyway, so I say go for it, Juan.
Yeah, well, you definitely probably have more experience in this than most of us do, so.
Yeah, time to pull rank,
yeah.
bud.
DM question.
Answer.
Did we ever learn what the Batarian captain's name is, or has he only just been called the captain?
You do not know this Batarian's name.
Okay. Gives me a little bit less sway on an intro, but whatever. Hey, I can try giving him a call just in case while I'm at that. Probably let's like make sure everything's fortified and if anyone that can fight is ready for it. All right,
Okay.
ready? Right.
Okay.
You can see around you that there are definitely as many that will fit into the space between all like the standard civilian types versus like the rough and tumble pirate types. The latter seem all eager, after reloading all their weapons, to get back out there.
Mm-hmm.
However, you do notice that it is a building's worth of people versus an entire fleet.
Okay. Look at that. Lose some fucking self-confidence, but whatever. Then I'll patch in to their network and just enter like, this is Lieutenant Commander Wann'Shelan Neema of the SSV Stormbreaker requesting communication with the leader of the invading force.
Well, that was well said.
Where'd you get this? This is a secure. Give me that. Just the one I wanted to speak to.
And might I have the pleasure of knowing who this is?
My apologies, we have not been acquainted yet. But I know you very well from my bastard son here. I am Master Jathamon, former ambassador, leader of the Batarians of Beck.
How do you spell his name?
Jath
All right.
apostrophe Amon.
Thank you.
Jathamo. Okay. Well, Master Jathamo, might I inquire as to what the purpose of this invasion is?
I do enjoy a good discussion, especially ones that are face to face. But for now, I'll be direct. I've brought my fleet here, not just because of the repeated unwillingness to cooperate with the hegemony that Tortuga's people have demonstrated, but also some recent drama regarding my son. And you new arrivals.
Would the drama be something to the level that would require this level of violence so far? Why not just give a call for negotiations?
Let's just say my son will never breathe the same again without a respirator.
Do I have any idea what he's talking about?
You can assume that he is referring to Piper's duel.
Yeah,
Oh,
Fuck.
okay. Yeah, bad memory.
that
no.
that's what I was thinking.
I had a feeling, but I was hoping it wasn't. Oh no.
My sympathies to the condition of your son, but there are innocent people involved in all of this. There's no reason to risk civilians here.
I'm aware. I can assure you that no one who gave us reason to be harmed has been harmed. No.
That's good, at least.
My men and I will be at the town hall in a matter of minutes. And we do not request, but demand an audience with you, your crew, and our friendly neighborhood Captain Lords.
All right.
These are the only individuals we have business to attend with.
All right, just myself, my crew, and the pirate lords.
Correct. And I am a man of my word. I only want a discussion.
If you'd allow, I'd like a few minutes to inform them, get consensus on their thoughts on this, do my best to set something up. But if any sort of shots get fired into here, I'm not going to promise we won't shoot back.
Of course. You have 5 minutes.
All right. I will be in contact shortly and hang up. Uh-oh.
Quick decision.
You guys, he's mad at us.
Did we hear the whole, like, both sides of
I was
the
gonna say, did
conversation?
we hear that?
I would say you could be tapped in, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I think
Oh boy.
Piper's face is, she's probably just pale. She's not saying anything. She's just like, oh, fuck. She's not doing good.
Piper, it is at this moment you are getting a ping on your Omni tool.
Oh god, who is it?
It reads Captain Forge.
What does he want? I'm gonna answer it. Hello?
This is Captain Nathaniel Forge.
Oh.
Oh.
I tried. It wasn't the hunger. Wasn't even the Batarians. It was that Krogan captain.
I'm just gonna look over.
But I put up a good fight. Do you have this on speaker, or is this private?
Uh-oh.
That's a good question. I think I'm gonna have it on speaker because she
Okay.
would want her crewmates to hear. Because she said like, "Oh, what does he want?" and then answered it.
All
She's
right.
still pissed at him, so she wouldn't care about privacy right now. With him. So, yeah.
Okay. So now, not only can all your teammates hear,
But now
but
everyone's
Captain Lord in the vicinity can also hear.
Yeah, she's just gonna look over at Kama. when
Who
he says
looks
that.
back. I bet she got more than she bargained for when she took on one of us. I don't blame her though. In fact, I admire her. She spared the rest of my men. I don't know why, but I have to believe it was because of you and your crew, Piper.
Yeah.
Because of you, my mission could be completed. And we wouldn't be here either without Juan believing in me. That's for sure. My men are saved so long as the city doesn't fall. Now just promise me, Marine. Promise me you'll get them through this. See this to the end. Actually, you know what? I order you.
You know what? You have my word, Captain. And Orion doesn't break their promise, so... Yeah, I'll make sure they get through this.
I like to hear. Who's like us, Marine?
Natalie's not doesn't remember, but Piper would, so...
So
You better
right
look
here.
it up really quickly.
Yeah!
I was gonna say I think I know it, but Miri wouldn't.
God damn it.
Hold
I
on,
don't
hold on,
remember.
hold
Why
on.
do you do this to me?
Come on, Mass Effect fan.
Come on.
Hold on.
I'm looking.
Hold on.
Time out. All right, everybody take a 5-minute break.
Got it.
I can't find it. I don't know.
Natalie,
Natalie,
your
Yeah?
line is damn few, and they're all
and they're all dead.
Damn few and they're all dead. There we go. That was in character. We'll look for notes in that, but yeah.
That's right. Forge signing. And then he just trails off.
Guan's blood is gonna kind of run cold at that.
Yeah. She's just gonna stand there for a minute. Just stare at her Omni tool. And after a minute or two of silence, she's gonna just turn it off. Not say anything.
Kama just stares at your wrist where the Omni tool was. Still coated in blood. Ombud also just looks like he's like got that wide-eyed Solarian look.
Mm-hmm.
I think without looking at her, she's just gonna be like, you know, I thought I recognized human blood on you. Didn't want to believe it, but here we are. That was Takama, without looking. Making
And I thought I made the conditions perfectly clear. I protect my city.
I could totally understand that. I've done worse things to protect my people too. That wasn't necessary.
Wasn't necessary. Consider it a courtesy that I spared the rest of those rats.
Thin ice.
You know, how is this any more justified than what the Batarians are doing out there?
We be out here creating a paradise free from rule. The Citadel sends their lackeys here to deprive us of just that. These Batarians and their hegemony honestly be no better. I have nothing but disdain for all of the like.
You know, they weren't trying to kill people, they just needed food. I don't know what to say to you. Other than you just murdered someone in cold blood. That's what it seems like. When he was already down on his luck. He probably could have helped us with this situation out there, you don't know.
For what it's worth, the human had some fighting spirit.
Of course he does,
Damn
he was a
straight.
Marine. We don't go down without a fight. That's one thing you need to remember about the Alliance. Whether you like them or not, we don't go down without a fight. So, yeah, this is on you. This blood is on your hands. I hope you don't forget that.
You can see she's trying to with both of you kind of having a scowl off essentially. You can see her expression fade. And then look down at June in her arms, and then you see her face turn into more of a frown.
Yeah. You're being a real
Listen.
good role model for him.
I
So,
hope he
like-
be growing up stronger than I.
Han's gonna like look at her and be like, there are bigger things going on right now than you and whatever the fuck just happened. And I am more than wanting to talk about it after, but Aryan pirate captain out there says he wants to have a discussion with us and the pirate lords here. That'd be all the Stormbreaker crew and all the rest of you pirate lords. He wants to have a discussion, he said. Give me 5 minutes to try to get something thrown together.
We be having nothing to discuss.
Then your people are gonna die, probably.
Yeah, you'd risk your people
You're
here?
risking your people. Didn't you just say you're trying to protect them?
You're risking your
Captain.
son.
Comma, please. They're right. We need to consider all options. For the people.
For June, too.
Ugh.
God damn it.
You're the leader.
Time's
You're the
running out.
captain.
What's it gonna
you
be?
need to do something about it. So if he wants to talk to you, you need to talk to him. I don't care what you think about them. We have to talk to them. Otherwise, everyone in here is gonna get killed. And I don't think you want that, from what you've told me, at least.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. Persuasion. Persuasion mod. Oh my god, where is it? There it is. 15.
15.
Mm-hmm.
She just closes her eyes and like gives a big huff, and then just goes like, "Slike, get over here and clean this blood off me. We be having negotiations."
That's more like it.
Yes, ma'am. As he like hurries over.
Alright, Barrow's still fucked up, right?
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
he's like, his eyes are open, but he is dazed.
Do I have any like magic gel I can
Wait,
give him?
can Miri, like, go use first aid on him?
Yes.
Okay,
I
he's
had
going.
no
You both
idea.
can do that.
Yeah, he's
Awesome.
gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Piper, I
my
did not
first
forget
aid?
about the Batarians. You definitely go and
Yeah.
help them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever they need. I want to help them.
You stabilize.
Cool.
I gave
Alright.
him 11 health.
I gave
11
him 10.
health.
Yeah.
10. Okay. Yeah, you can immediately see the color return to his face.
Probably a
Up and
good
at 'em,
idea to have you present for this, bud.
Here, there.
You want to get me a cane or what?
Yo, I got you.
Come
You
on,
can,
attitude later.
Nope,
you can
not
ask nicely.
not you.
Not yet! Scorn! Scorn, come help!
I don't think I can look at you with my one eye ever again.
Oh.
For God's sake.
Scorn, Bracken. We've got more Krogan here.
I've tussled with Krogan before, but damn.
You'd be dead if it wasn't for us, bud.
You know, I'm beyond pissed off right now. I'll be real.
Yeah, we'll join the
That's
party.
fine.
I yell across the room.
You all are one tough bunch. Tougher than I originally gave you credit for.
Damn straight.
Anybody want to fill him in on what's going on right now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the Batarians blew up your ship,
Uh-huh.
and now they're headed this way, and they want to talk.
Uh-huh.
They're demanding an audience with us and the pirate lords. And you are one of those, so we kind of need you.
Oh, God damn, this just isn't my day.
I get it, dude.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Well, I appreciate the heal, and I admire the strength, but I still don't owe you anything, you hear? My people are gonna come first when we talk.
Yeah. Fine,
Of course.
cool.
Fine. That's all we need. At least someone understands.
I'll take it.
I'll take it too.
Amba just goes like, Piper,
Hmm?
we're not just going to throw you to the wolves. It's not our way.
Me, but okay.
Well, you could have fooled me, so. Anyway, let's just try and.
That
Have
was
this-
then. We need to focus on now.
No, you're right. I wanna focus on this, whatever this is gonna be. So, everyone get ready, get what you need, and let's get ready to go out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm ready.
Is it just Darrow and Kama and Ambed that are around for the captains?
Yeah, all three captains are here.
Okay, cool. So I'll make sure we have everybody. All right, we all good to set out?
Wait,
Yep.
don't forget about me!
Oh my
this-
Oh
god.
no.
You see a tiny little Pillsbury Doughboy build Campestry like hobble his way up atop one of the loot piles.
Of course, we can't forget about our newest captain.
That's right! I've thought about it a lot ever since you talked to me, Miri. And you know what? Screw it. Screw all the haters. I think I can do it.
This is gonna be the ultimate test.
Son,
You're
are
gonna
you
need
prepared to
every
negotiate
captain,
the fate
Lord.
of your people?
Yes! Yes! He says like with a really shaky voice.
Even you.
All right, sounds clear.
Hey, no one voted you, Captain Lord. You see,
I
like, one's
did.
trying to like push him off, like crawls up on top of the seat, tries
Well,
to push him off.
He has my vote. Do you really want to go against that?
Damn.
You think your vote counts more just because you're bigger?
She says as she
You would
lights a
speak against
fireball.
the flayer of Campestra.
I mean, kinda.
Counts like at least 100 times more than yours does, Thorno. And then he punches him in the face.
Yes! Good job!
And knocks him down, tumbling down the pile of loot.
See, you got what it takes.
I am the captain now.
You are goddamn right.
This is our
Turn the
negotiation
map, bud.
force.
Bow down to Captain Lord Yui.
Yui?
Yes, Yewyi.
Amazing.
If that's everybody, I'm gonna patch back through the comms and be like, Lieutenant Commander Wann'Shelan Vasnila, patching through to I think his title was Master Jathamo.
Come on.
We've got
Come on.
our people here ready for our discussions. We'll come out soon at the promise of no immediate gunfire.
You have impeccable timing, Lieutenant Commander, and that's an impressive title.
It's kind of my thing.
We all await your presence outside.
All right, we'll make our way out. No, hang up.
Oh boy.
All right, kids, put on your big kid pants. It's time to go to work.
One, and like as you step out the door, like Reese grabs your arm and like gives you a hug.
Oh.
Like, I don't have any jokes, okay? Just be careful.
No, normally I'd say when am I ever, but I'll try.
Seriously, we have to get through this.
As if I'd do anything else.
All right. We'll go get him.
I'll be back with you in a minute. I'll give her like a little pat pat on the shoulder.
All right. You can barely see a slight smile through her mask.
Hell yeah. I'm
You
winning
see-
at the dating sim.
You see, Aurelia's just like goes up to you, Piper, and just says like, "Would you like me to come along? I feel bad putting the responsibility on you for yet again."
I'll just look at Juan and be like, is it just us that they want? Or
To my
can-
recollection, the specifications were Stormbreaker crew and the Pirate Lords.
Be opposed to you coming with us.
I wouldn't be opposed to her either. Personally, I wouldn't be opposed to you coming. Assuming, I mean, if they said Stormbreaker crew, then you're on our crew, so.
She's
Together
only
till the
kind
end,
of
then.
captain. Yeah.
Kinda, sorta.
She is the captain. We would
She
kind of need
is.
her.
Yeah.
And Julian says to all of you, like, "I think everyone's about tended to here. Yeah, the rest is up to us."
Looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah,
really,
we
I
got
think
this
it'd
covered.
Be a good idea if you came. So.
Of course.
Okay,
So-
we got everyone ready to go.
Yep, you have your crew members, which I believe is Aurelia, Reese, Julian, Sykes, Bracken, and Scorn, unless I'm forgetting any more.
That sounds right.
Mhm.
Yeah. The named ones, at least.
Right.
Yes, and then the red shirts in the background.
Yeah, I'm pulling for my boy unnamed Quarian number 3 to do good while we're out here.
Yeah.
I haven't forgotten about him.
Okay, so along with your crew and the now 4 Captain Lords, you
So
all
proud of him.
step out. Again, it's a little smoggy outside due to buildings getting burned in the process and lots of gunpowder and smoke in the air. Thermoclip powder, I don't know. And indeed, lining the streets outside of Town Hall in almost a perfect ring is Batarian shock troopers blocking every street. Behind the squad in front of you, you see float a massive hover chair, seated in which is a rather obese Batarian man, adorned in red robes.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't seem he has this expression on his face like he's unfazed, like very unimpressed. With one hand on his seat control, on the other hand he has Captain Lord Bolton by the collar, who is adorned in his black plate armor as well as his cape, but now wears like a respirator device over his armor on his chest, as well as like a breath mask.
Fuck, did we make Darth Vader?
I was
didn't
gonna
realize
actually compare him to Darth Malgus, if you're familiar.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
Even
man.
That's
better.
kind of how he looks, except not like.
Except Batarian.
Except
Didn't
he
realize
doesn't
it
look
was like
menacing.
that.
He looks kind of like sad,
Pathetic.
actually.
Yeah.
And you can see they all have guns trained on you, but no one is firing.
Goodness for
Ow.
that.
I'll take a couple steps forward and like face him, be like, Fulfilled my end. What are we starting here?
I consider myself a man of my word. Good to see everyone here is as well.
So what's happened? Do we talk first? Do you talk first?
Like I said, I did not bring my fleet here out of no meaning. There has been a repeated unwillingness to cooperate with our hegemony's laws, despite of what little we ask. I'm also here because my son Bolton here was struck within an inch of death by outsiders of all people. I thought we all had a mutual understanding of how we handle outsiders. And he glares at the Captain Lords. Ombud steps forward and go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, did he tell you how exactly he ended up like that?
I'm aware of the duel.
Yeah,
You may have
sanctioned him going in knowing the risk.
My son was bested, and that's his fault. And he kind of like tugs at his son's collar a little harder. But you can excuse me if some personal feelings have gotten in the way.
You're a kid. I get it. Just want to make sure you're on the up and up that it was kind of not 100% someone else's fault.
Well, like I said, the lines here are blurry.
Yeah.
Outsiders. He repeats himself. Outsiders, Captain Lords. Ombud takes like one big gulp and steps forward. He just goes like, this case was different. We put these outsiders through the rights. They played by our rules, mostly. And they wouldn't even be here if our ships, acting on your son's orders, hadn't shot down a carrier they were tracking. You see the domino effect? I don't even want to bring up the fact that most of us were outsiders at one point or another. People have to find this paradise we've built somehow. It's at this point, Jath Amon just kind of throws his son forward, like into like the no man's land space that separates you in front of Town Hall from everyone else, like blocking the streets.
Mm-hmm.
It seems we have much to negotiate, but first things first. Say what you want to say, Junior.
Oh, shit.
You just see him all look at... He looks back at like everyone that is gathered, like all of his people from Beck, and back at your group, and is... Make an insight check, actually, all of you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm great at those. It's a 21.
17.
9. I'm gonna use a different dice next time.
Aaron.
Honey, you're
Aaron,
muted.
You're muted.
Aaron, be silent.
He's fixing it.
It's so slow. I'm sorry.
No, you're all good.
18.
18, nice. Okay. So, Piper, you definitely get a sense that he has a lot to say.
Mhm.
but the rest of you also pick up on the fact that he didn't realize it would be this public, and that he may have gotten more than he bargained for with this whole situation.
Oh, he ran and told Dad to beat up the other kid on the playground.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
He just kind of like slowly walks up to you guys. He looks at you, Piper. Says like, I can never forgive you for maiming and dishonoring me, but I understand you can never forgive me for ordering the destruction of that carrier you're after.
This is true.
Perhaps it's fate for us Batarians and humankind to be enemies.
Well, we don't exactly make it easy for each other, do we?
No, that we don't.
Well, for whatever it's worth, I am really sorry that you're like this now. My sincerest sympathies with your current condition. I wasn't expecting it to go this way.
There's been blood, human, and nothing can take that back.
There's a
And you must answer for this, but I understand now that you didn't act without reason.
I never act without reason.
Yes, well, sorry for not giving you the benefit of the doubt.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Maybe I should have made an exception. That wouldn't be nearly as dishonorable as what ended up happening.
Yeah.
After all, why else would the captains have kept you alive this long?
Well, yeah, I mean, we were doing our best to play by your rules, listening to your orders, trying to prove our trust. You know, exactly it didn't go as planned, as we all know.
The deck was stacked against you.
Certainly was.
Looks like you're on your last hand.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell like his dad's getting like impatient behind him. I still personally hope you rot in a cell for the remainder of your days. But if you give into the law of the hegemony, we will still grant a fair trial. My father is no monster. We are not monsters.
The law of the hegemony. Fair trial. And what exactly would we be on trial for again? Sorry, my memory's a little fuzzy. There's been a lot going on recently.
It's all too unclear. And it's any misdemeanor occurred on a Beckian territory. The fact that our duel took place here on Tortuga complicates things.
Yeah, well, whose fault is that?
I know
I
it's my
wasn't the one
fault.
insistent on it.
I know. And he like gets a little closer to you. Do you do anything?
I think she's gonna like step back a bit, be like,
Step
"Whoa,
back.
yeah, like why are you in my face? Trying to get my face." He's just surprised. Is there, reaction?
He just kind of frowns at you. Like his eyebrows, or where his eyebrows would be, furrow. Look, I didn't expect for things to get this hectic.
Yeah, well, we never do. So, trouble just seems to follow us wherever we go. Whether we want it or not, and we never do. It just does.
All right, son, that's enough. He just stares at you for a couple more seconds.
Stare back.
Bolton Amon, come here. As he walks back over to his side.
Make sure
I can
know
see
this.
this isn't getting us anywhere.
The hard part about thinking is that it doesn't happen fast enough.
Yeah.
His glare goes from your group to the Captain Lords. As for you, my lords, until this day, Tortuga was but a satellite in the territory of the hegemony. Since you and your people have refused to cooperate on numerous occasions before this week, we have made the decision to absolve you into our hegemony. You can keep your remaining ships. Your citizens can remain. And you have the full right to piracy outside of our government. But our embassy will be retrofitted into a headquarters dedicated to establishing and enforcing proper law. This place needs a more civilized touch, whether you like it or not. Refuse these terms and, well, you can guess what happens next. And Kama just goes this be against everything Tortuga stands for. We just want to be free. What be wrong with that?
You can stare at him for a second and be what would you gain from just having another planet? Especially one so disorganized.
Out here in the abyss, resources are scarce. We have barely tapped the resource potential back on Beck. But eventually it will run out.
You think you can somehow split the difference just by taking this one place?
We've tried trade routes before. These people have not been receptive. And now, all of our days may be numbered now that a Reaper has been scouted. And at that point, you can tell all the guards just all the shock troopers around are look amazed themselves.
So instead of wanting to work together, you think it's better to just go ahead and wage war and try to shake things up. Am I getting that right?
No, not war. Goodness, no.
But your terms are pretty extreme, in my humble opinion. Either they give in to your demands with no choice of negotiation, or you destroy everything they've worked for.
Persuasion check.
Okay.
Mhm.
That would be an 18.
18. That's pretty good.
Good argument. Good counter argument too.
Perhaps it was my fault being too lax to begin with. Like I said, we had very little laws to ask to be heeded by the people of Tortuga, and they couldn't do even that. Escalating is the only way I see going forward. But what would you suggest? Give us a fresh outsider perspective.
I think both sides should get their shit together and just, try to get along. This is both sides, not saying just you guys. Obviously, the pirate lords have something to answer for too. We don't know that situation since we're newcomers here, but I trust what you're saying is true.
The truth and only the truth.
So I think a proper sit down, kind of like what we're doing now, maybe not so much fire going on in the background, is the best solution. But both sides need to be receptive.
Then I shall start with a gesture of sincere honesty. You see, we have a small group of civilians held captive. They are yours. And he gestures, like he makes a hand gesture. And some troopers part the way to make way for like a group of maybe like 24 civilians that were hidden behind all the rest of the troops. And they're kind of shoved forward to join your side of the street.
I want to say things, but I can like see the Telltale Games timer running out before I can
I
think of what to say.
Right.
Mm.
And you can tell he just has his like he's got that like neck, like multiple neck fold chin, and he's just got his like hand resting on it, and he has like a little smirk.
Gonna look towards the pirate captains like, okay, what are you gonna do?
I be for protecting the people. I'm not happy with these terms. I not be sure if we can even reach terms I'll accept, but I'll do it for them. For my son.
Start.
Yes, Amba takes another gulp, and he's just like, I second that. I'm willing to at least try. And Darrow just goes like, so the choice is just live or die. I think I'll
Darrow.
choose live.
That's how it always comes down to.
Good idea.
Excellent. And you see Jathamon just like clap once, and everyone lowers their guns.
Sigh of relief. Big sigh of relief.
you see this group of civilians, a mixture of, pirate, ruffian types and, some just unfortunate normal civilian folk begin to shuffle their way across the street. In just a second or two after everyone lowers their guns, you see you just hear like a scream like ah, and you see a familiar Solarian dart out of this group of small civilians.
Oh, God.
Man.
Oh my god.
I
Keela!
was
With a
waiting for him.
with a combat knife and just rushes straight at Kama.
No,
Miri's gonna try to stop him.
yeah, Pepper is too.
That's
She's
just
gonna
gonna
be
knock
like,
his
"No."
ass out.
Everyone makes strength saving throws then.
Alright, well, Miri
Everyone,
ain't
okay.
strong, but...
I'm not either.
Strength.
That's an 11.
It's an
Also
8.
11.
Come on, Strux.
None of us can stop the Solarian.
That's a dirty 20.
There you go.
All right.
Knock his
That makes
ass out.
sense.
Everyone
does.
tries to football tackle him out of the way. And everyone just misses. This guy is just sprinting as fast as he can. And is just giving it everything he's got, only to just be stiff-armed by Strux. But instead of falling over, this frail small Solarian just keeps trying to drive the knife a little closer.
Give it up. This is not the right time.
You killed my captain.
Can I try to take the knife from him?
You can try. Give me a
Okay.
sleight of hand check.
Sure. Ooh. 19.
19.
Yeah. Give me that.
He has a grip on this thing,
Uh-huh.
but with enough misdirection of where you're going to grab, you're able to swipe the knife away and disarm him.
Good. Knock it off. Just right to his face, and then I'm gonna put the knife with my other stuff, my other gear.
I'll kill her.
What would that accomplish right now? Nothing. Chill.
It would matter to me.
Can Strux just knock him out?
Yeah, you can knock him out.
Just
he's
headbutt
gonna
him a
do
little
that.
bit.
He's gonna headbutt him.
Non-lethal headbutt.
Non-lethal headbutt. We have to roll for that.
I'd say no. You're a big Krogan. He's a tiny Solarian. And he's
Okay.
malnourished, so yeah. Yeah, you bonk him on the head.
Bonk. No horny. Bonk.
Just bonk.
You
Just
totally
bonk.
knock him unconscious, and he slumps over to your stiff arm.
What an idiot. Slanty
Well,
eyed little fucker.
You saved me life.
Yeah, well,
Think nothing of it.
it's not gonna accomplish anything if you're just getting stabbed. So
You've
that's the last
your
thing
neck
we need
out for
right
us plenty of times.
I don't know what to say. I know I can never make amends for what I did.
True.
Preston ship and everything, but I really was hoping you could share this paradise with us.
You could start by getting your troops to help all these people.
now.
We'll never be free under them.
Well,
We can
none
clean
of
up
us,
today
together,
out
bud.
tomorrow.
none of us are going to be free if the Reapers kill us, so...
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll just be dead.
It won't matter
We've
anyway.
got bigger fish to fry before they fry us.
I guess Master Amon has made that knowledge public. No matter how free we are, to our citizens, Tortuga will be nothing but just a ticking clock of vacation time before we're forced to deal with the real problems.
It was gonna loop back around at some point.
I think.
Amba just goes like, well. What were you going to say, Piper?
I
Whew.
was just gonna say, I think right now that our main concern will be focusing on keeping everyone safe as much as we can. So,
I guess no one lives forever,
no.
but we can sure do our best to prolong our existence as long as we can. Yelling and kicking won't do us any good right now.
No, it will not.
I'm gonna fix my gaze back on Jathamon for a second.
Okay. He's just kind of
And-
like watching it almost like a theater show. Like he's like entertained by all this drama.
Just like keep my sight fixed on him. Just be like, well, it sounds like they're up to your terms. You're gonna pull your man out of here?
Hmm. He just like thinks about it for a second. As I said in my previous terms, some conditions can be amended. I'm willing to hear out the idea of Tortuga as an independent from the hegemony.
Mm.
Understand that there have to be laws going forward to prevent other incidents.
Say it's a fair enough condition.
Sounds fair.
I would agree with that.
As I said from the start, I came here to discuss, to negotiate, to come to a compromise. What say you, Captain Lords? It seems the crew of the Stormbreaker are more cooperative than my son originally led me to believe.
Just look over at him. With the captain is.
What do you say we sit down and have a drink, bud?
Kama just steps forward. And he just goes. She just says, "What be your poison, Jath?" And he just like smiles. I could go for a fine gin.
Well, then let's fucking do this.
No, if we're invited, Strux.
Hey, come on. Let's all cheer up and have a little party, huh? It's been a rough day.
Ugh.
I don't know. We might need to focus more on the recovery effort first.
We can do both.
Maybe
Can't
like
got
exactly
one of
put
those oops.
fire out with beer.
Bolton Amon steps forward. And he just goes up to your group. And looks at you, Piper, and just be like, "You killed some of my men, you know."
yeah, I'm aware.
And he punches you really hard on the arm.
Ow! Was that necessary?
For 2 points of damage.
Okay.
3 points of damage. Sorry.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay. Is that? Does that my shields? Does it
No.
affect my shields?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's melee, so
Okay. Cool. I'm just curious. Damn, you got a punch, dude.
as I said before, I can never forgive you.
That's fair.
But if we all want to survive out here in the abyss, we have to at least try.
Yeah, well, I just want to find my brother. And I wanted to be respectful of Tortuga and their people. I didn't want to just barge in somewhere I'm not supposed to be, or that's considered, you know.
Have
safe
you
for
found
them.
your brother?
I mean, I haven't gotten to look in the place I think he might be yet, so no.
And he like raises 2 of his eyes on one side. And where do you think he might be?
Well, we have a working theory that the ship that was shot down was probably his. We're not 100% certain on that, but given the timeline of when we last saw him to now, it seems to line up.
So I have come to understand. But you understand that there's no way they survived, right?
That's what I've heard from everybody.
I saw it myself. Crash landed on the other side of the planet.
Yeah, well,
You could at least go look.
You can't.
And there's the problem.
That has been the problem the whole time. You know, I had people tell me for over 10 years that he was dead. There was no use in looking for him. I never found a body. I've never seen a body. I saw him alive. And until I see a body, I refuse to believe he's dead. So...
Well, no one's gonna find your body either if you find the Void Mother's embrace.
You know, that's probably just a risk I'm gonna have to take, isn't it?
Even we on Beck respect the divineness.
Which I understand, which is why I've been trying to be respectful of that before just going in there, which I easily could have, but I didn't because that's not who I am. Nor, well, I don't want to speak for them, but I don't think my crewmates would want to disrespect either. So that's why we've been going through all of this, is try to earn your trust, and it's been a bit of a bumpy road, as you know.
You've got some balls, kid. You're a bit of a bold one. But seriously, just drop it. Tensions are high enough as it is.
Well, that's literally the reason we came to the Abyss, so...
Literally the only reason we came here. Otherwise, we would never have been here in the first place. To be
No
completely
offense,
honest
but
with you.
Well, that's disappointing. And he goes to walk away from you all.
Don't know what to make of that, but okay.
And here I thought we were making progress. Well, I guess we did stop them from killing each other, at least.
people aren't
Yeah.
dead. I'd consider that progress.
I consider that a
I'm
win.
I'm gonna take that win.
Mm-hmm.
Well, more people aren't dead.
Yeah.
God, I need a drink. I don't know about you.
It really does sound like a good idea, actually.
It sounds really great right now, actually.
Here. One
As you
step
can,
ahead.
as you can see around you, everyone is kind of like, the Batarians are going back, like most of them are going back into the streets they came from. to head back to their ships. Some are staying around to kind of act as like military police almost.
Mm-hmm.
And the captain lords have gone back inside town hall, and you can hear the distant sounds of all of them giving announcements to like fill in everyone on what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving your party and your crew standing in the street with no guns pointed at you and no other people confronting you at the moment.
Hmm.
Do you think we should tell them we killed a few of their men earlier?
No.
Oh, he knows.
No, I'm sure.
No.
Does he?
That's
Is that not why he punched Piper?
right. That was my assumption.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna leave a good bruise too.
You get used to it.
Friendly reminder.
Yeah.
Aurelia just goes like, I'm not sure I can follow anyone that gets away with murder, she says with like a smirk on her face.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, hey, if you want out, this is the time to do it.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
Okay. Well, you do you. I'm not gonna stop you.
Have
You
fun
leave,
being
do
a
I get
pirate.
the ship?
I'd make a good pirate.
I know you would make a
I
good
think
pirate,
you would
actually.
too. Yeah. You have that vibe.
I think
Like
I've
it.
had enough of pirates for one day. I think I'm just like gonna go shopping or something, says Reese.
Probably a
Hey,
good idea, but
you
like
think-
try to find a shop that's not on fire.
You think they'll
I'm
let
just
us
gonna
get
go to
down
the
on
beach.
ship?
Good
We've
time.
We've got plenty of stuff to drink on the ship.
That's true.
Miri has a point. We should
Maybe they'll
probably
actually let
check
us
up
back
on
on.
Stormbreaker.
Right, make sure Rourke hasn't let it get destroyed.
If he touched any of my things, I'm going to have a word with that kid.
We still got that Solarian with us, right? The one we knocked out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like the only body just like limp on the street.
Yeah. I wanna get him to like a doctor before we head anywhere else.
Good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like so I'll like fucking firemen's carry him back into where the medics are at or whatever.
Yeah, we gotta keep tabs on that guy.
Anyone going with Juan?
I'll
Go
go
with
him.
Juan, just to make sure that the pirates don't kill him. He's kind of a bad guy to them, right?
I mean, he was
He was with
spared.
Forge, right?
He was
He's,
spared
he's
for
in
now.
patrol, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would he be safer with us?
I was gonna keep an eye on him for a bit before I headed back.
Mm.
Yeah. I was gonna
Just
go
a
check
few
on
minutes, make sure he
what's
gets
going on
settled
in
out
there
of direct
anyway.
danger.
Make sure everything's okay in there with everyone.
Yeah.
For housekeeping's sake, and just so you all are aware, his name is Jaral.
Geralt.
Oh, okay.
This is something you would know, but I know it has been mentioned very often.
Mm-hmm. And it's been a minute since we saw him, so
Yeah.
Geralt, awesome.
So everyone's heading back into town hall for just a second.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So you head back into town hall, and everyone is beginning to funnel out, albeit under the watch of some Batarian troopers that watch every door.
Mm-hmm.
You just
Yeah,
hear
I'm
like some like muttering conversation, some chatter, people going like, "Are we under occupation now?" Or like everything's gonna be different, isn't it? Or it's like, "Oh, I'm glad we're alive. The Captain Lords really pulled through."
Yeah, couldn't be like the worst thing to hear. Yeah, I'm gonna just make sure that Geralt gets like to a doctor to care for his condition.
Okay. Sykes just goes like, I can look after him. I won't
Alright.
let him out of my sight.
Alright, good. Make sure no one like tries to fuck with him or anything.
Mhm.
And maybe keep sharp objects away from him for a while.
Yeah, he almost tried to kill one of the Captain Lords, so he's a little emotionally
Right.
distraught right now.
As he like adjusts his glasses, he just goes like, well, as a doctor, I have an obligation to care for him, and as a patient, he has to remain under my care. Nothing's going to happen so long as he's with me.
Good deal, Doc.
Alright, thanks.
He's clearly... I can see, even just glancing at him, that he's exhibiting some minor symptoms of starvation.
Yeah, he was
Yeah, they were in rough shape.
with Captain Forge, and they were in really rough shape. So if there's any rations or anything left you could give him, might be a good idea.
I can for now, but going forward, even if I wanted to, I'm not sure the Captain Lords will stand for this. But in the meantime, I'll do what I can.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, just do what you can for now, and then we can worry about the lords later. They're a bit busy right now anyway.
Post-negotiation drinks and all.
Yes, don't forget to include me whenever you decide to have drinks. I'm more than just a doctor, you know.
Yes, of course.
It's always an open invitation, Doc.
Yeah.
You've been with us since the beginning.
Sometimes I still feel a little out of place.
Well, I think our plan is to go back to the ship and have drinks, so if you finish up here and you feel safe, leaving, and you want to come back and have a drink, you're more than welcome to join us.
A whole planet of pirates that drink nothing but rum and tequila, and we still go back to the ship's bar.
I mean, it's
better
a good
stuff.
bar.
Way better
I need
stuff.
I need to go make sure the pirates didn't fuck with my shit.
I'm with you. Believe me.
So speaking of the pirate lords, are any of them like available?
Yeah, they're all four, rather, conversing
I
in the
think
middle of the...
Miri wants to go talk to Kamo real quick.
All right. Do you pull her aside for a conversation, or are you just like walk up to her?
Yeah, I'll pull her aside respectfully.
Okay.
Just say, so hey, about the little campestry.
It was only a matter of time before the Campestry would elect a new Captain Lord.
Well, I don't think he's been officially elected by his people, but I've kind of been nudging him. And I think the kid's got potential.
We'd be willing to let him have a trial run. How's
Cool.
that?
That works for me.
She just laughs a little bit.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Without your words, I don't know how that'd be going down out there.
I'm not gonna lie, my heart rate probably shot up quite a bit there, but it felt like it needed to be said.
You can barely catch a break.
We're trying. But I won't stop you guys. I think we're gonna go back to our ship if we're allowed back on now.
You know, since you personally saved me life, I think I can allow that.
Be greatly appreciated.
Speaking of which, I think I need to say thank you. And she walks over to you, Strux.
Yay!
Let's go.
And she just like glares at you.
he'll just glare right back with just a small smirk.
Clan folk. And she's just gonna pull you in and give you a big ol' kiss.
Oh!
Yo, let's go.
Yo!
Whoa, hello.
Yeah.
I haven't kissed like that since grade school.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
Leave Fight Club out of this.
Hey now. Those weren't the exact words.
There'd be
Those-
more where that came from if you invite me over for drinks. I overheard.
Ooh!
Let's
Like,
go, Strux. This
Shit,
GIF is
you
just
know
one
that's
in
all
the
you had to
background as
say.
this happens.
Man, I could just imagine Miri and Piper hearing that and then actually doing the ooh.
Recorded live in front of a studio audience.
Like, yeah.
I'd be seeing you later, clan man.
Claim.
Well, alrighty.
She goes back over to join the other three.
Is that our business here?
Can Piper look for Slyke? Is he around?
Yeah, he's around.
Go find him and talk to him for a bit.
You can see he's kind of like chatting up one of the Batarian troopers, kind of like the way people like challenge police officers, you know? Like, like he's asking him all these questions, and the guy's just like, "Sir, like it's like go away," you know?
He's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Like you swear
Well,
you
how
hear
you
like,
doing?
"What you gonna do?"
Hey,
or something like that.
Slyke, I think you've overstayed your welcome. They look a little bit annoyed.
Oh, I don't mind. And then just like gives like a cheeky smile over to the trooper.
You're just always okay.
Well, what is it?
I just wanted to check in on you, see how you're doing with all of this going on.
I'm fine, thanks to you and our dear captains.
Yeah, that was not gonna lie, that was pretty stressful.
Yeah, Jathamon has always been a reasonable man. Granted, we
But-
didn't like him on principle. We want to be the only ones out here, but as far as neighbors go, it could have been worse.
Oh yeah, I've seen much worse negotiations. So I'm actually really impressed that that went as well as it did, and relieved. So,
I was prepared to fight to the bitter end, so thank you.
yeah, no problem. I'm glad it worked out the way it did. Hopefully, it can stay that way for a while.
Right, but here's hoping maybe I can get drunk enough and one of these Batarians can get drunk enough to where I can get a few punches here and there.
And get yourself in trouble. Good idea. That's a great idea. You're very good at that.
Hey, they won't even pay any attention to it. Some drunken brawl
You think so?
outside the Obsidian. No one's gonna care.
Yeah. Well, fine, but if your drunken ass gets into trouble, don't come calling to me for help. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Noted.
Good.
Now, I gotta say, that is the loudest conversation about drinks I've ever heard, and I want in.
Yeah, I think we'd like to have you. So, you're more than welcome to join us. You've been nothing but good to us since, you know, you almost tried to kill us, but that's in the past now, so.
That was totally just 7 days ago.
True, but I'm trying to look on the bright side here, but okay.
Right.
But yeah.
Hey, the Stormbreaker doesn't have... How good are the seatbelts in there?
The what?
We have
don't have
seatbelts.
Seatbelts?
Seatbelts. What a fucking amateur.
Well, that ship's gonna be a rockin' if
Yes, it is.
once my captain comes aboard.
Oh yeah. Well, we're used to having parties, trust me. So You had a big one a while ago. It was pretty good.
Not one like this, I don't think. And
Probably
gestures over
not.
to Strux.
Yeah. That should definitely be something.
I hear some buck wild shit on the ship, okay?
Oh, I have no doubt. I have no doubt of that at all. We say some pretty crazy shit too, so probably nothing you haven't heard before, I'm sure.
No.
We should all go skinny dipping.
No.
Oh hell
Can't
yeah!
do
This is gonna
that.
be. This is gonna. Why not?
Oh my god!
I'll die.
Fair point. Everyone but the Quarians can go skinny dipping.
Oh, that's not fair.
I am going.
Well,
I'm
then
2
jump in with
seconds
your
away.
clothes on.
I am 2 seconds away from
That kinda
calling this
defeats
party
the
It's not
off.
my.
isn't it?
It's not my problem if your suit gets too damp.
This is not how I was expecting this conversation to go. Okay,
I'm gonna
anyway,
call this
Watch out,
party
turtle
off.
dick coming through.
drinks back on the Stormbreaker. You're more than welcome to come if you want to.
Only drinks.
Did you have anything else to tell me? Sorry, I got a little off topic.
No, I saw you earlier when Kama asked you to help her clean off, was checking in. Haven't talked to you for a bit, so.
Well, it's a good thing we're not celebrating till later because there's plenty of work to be done until then.
Yep.
Literal fires to be put out.
Yep. I am well aware of that. But
I'm only good at starting fires, not putting them out.
I can see that. Well, we can joke about it all we want later.
yeah, I'll leave you to it. We'll see you later.
I'll see ya.
Wave and head back to the group.
Alright. Anyone else got any other business?
Town hall, but if we're gonna be partying, Miri's gonna go grab a Moby.
Strux is gonna get drunk and Strux.
I
Last
that hell of a buff still again.
last thing before we head out, I was just gonna have Juan stop by Dr. Sykes one more time and like sort of look at Gerald and be like, "Let me know when he wakes up.
Oh.
Wanna talk to
where's
him."
Darrow? We should probably check up on him.
I'm sure you have more than just a few words for him.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't there for most of it, but I do feel a little bad for these Sea Patrol folks. They seem to have lost this battle.
Yeah. If anyone came out of this a loser.
I just hope... I'm glad the way things went today, don't get me wrong, but I hope it can be a little better than that when we go to retake Earth.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. We way better. We don't have to make any dumb negotiations. We just point and shoot.
Yes, point, shoot, be done with it, and then we can all sleep well.
There you go. Drinks will be ready when you get back, Doc.
Of course. A doctor's work is never finished, but
But
deserve
sometimes you can use some breaks.
I'm giving myself a little off time.
Hell yeah. See you back there.
See you later.
Give him like a crisp nod and then head on back.
Okay. Anything else?
I am
No,
done for real, for
fine.
real.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get a snack and
Yes,
rest
break
my,
sounds wonderful.
rest my
Bio
voice
break.
for a second. Bio break, yes.
Yes.
I hope
Yes.
everyone's having fun. I have a little bit more. Maybe like
So
a
much
half an hour.
fun.
Maybe a half an
Oh, yeah.
hour, 45 minutes more.
That is fine
Oh,
by
yeah.
me. I don't have to do injections in the morning, so I can sleep in just a little bit more.
Hell yeah.
Regardless, whenever it's done, I'll still have time for dinner. So
There
whenever
you
is
go.
good.
All right, break that.
Yeah, it's real good. That's real nice.
Oh yeah.
I'd fall
So.
asleep to this.
Well, the stressful part of the session's over, so yeah. So you all step outside of Town Hall, having concluded your business in there. But yeah, you are on the streets of Tortuga. The city is your oyster, with the caveat that there are now Batarian troops posted around most corners.
Well, Reese said she wanted to go shopping.
And then to the beach because all the shops are on fire.
Right.
Yeah. She said, yeah, she was just going to the beach.
Right.
Is Julian still with us?
Mm-hmm. I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, Julian's there.
And I think Piper's gonna go over to him and be like, hey, I think we have some downtime now. I don't really know, but is there any way you could teach me like some kind of like biotic like meditations or something to calm down with, potentially? Stress has been really high lately. I'm sure you've noticed.
Right, I've just been kind of taking this all in. Trying to stay at peace despite the stress that seems to surround you and your crew, but
Yeah, sorry about that.
I know what I signed up for.
But yeah, I don't know if you have any techniques that you could show me, but I think anything would be good.
Find a quiet enough space aboard the ship, or even better, maybe the beach or one of the bathhouses in the clinical district, and maybe we could see about opening your mind a bit.
Okay. I would be totally down for that. Before apparently we're gonna party later, so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you want to go train with Julian?
Yeah, I'll go train with Julian for a bit.
Okay.
For however long we have before we party.
What's everyone else doing? Just curious.
Well, Miri definitely wants to go make sure that Giacomo's little workshop is still there and that everyone's okay.
Okay.
And maybe, like, I don't know, help out until everyone's ready to party, since the engineers and stuff were working so diligently on their project.
All right. So you want to head over to the workshop. What do Strux and Juan want to do?
I was just gonna go straight to the beach.
Okay. Like by
Strux.
yourself, or are you going to find Reese?
Yeah, find Reese there.
Okay. What's Strux going to do?
Strux wants to check on Darrow
Okay.
and explain what happened and try to bury the hatchet.
Okay. Let's start with that then. Let's do like a little like one after another kind of point of order thing.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We'll end with the workshop because I think it's best if everyone's there for that.
Mhm.
So yeah, first off, you see that Darrow is getting carried on a stretcher outside, out of town hall by some of his surviving crewmates, including Clavicus, his first mate.
Dude, you look fucked.
Yeah, I wonder why.
This is your own fault, bud.
How is this my fault? This is my home.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't let me onto my ship. So this is what happens.
I don't have the energy to argue with you.
You fuck around and you found out. Yeah, no shit, bud. Now I need you to know. Had it not been for you acting like such an ass, you could probably be dead right now. In fact, I'm certain you'd be dead right now. So be glad I'm just as stupid. You're still alive.
So what, am I supposed to be thanking you?
Yeah, we should be thanking each other.
Next time we fight, it's gonna go a little differently.
That's fine by me. How about we have some drinks first, bud? When you're
I can take
feeling
you
up
up
to
on
it,
that.
then by all means, it's on me. Whatever you want.
Maybe I'll thank you after I kick your ass again.
You're welcome to try.
You're tough, even for a Krogan.
I have my days.
Respect.
In the meantime, don't be such a shithead, huh?
No promises. And he lays back down and just looks at the sky. I only hope that when I pass on, it is through battle from someone like you.
It's the best way to go.
I can greet the Void Mother a warrior.
Here, here.
For now, I'm gonna get some rest.
You go and do that. And when you're feeling better, come and find me.
Take me away, man. And he just smiles as you say that. You get this feeling that he still doesn't like you, but at least he respects you now.
Yeah. he'll get to like it. He'll go on.
After that, we'll move on to Juan and Reese. You know, and Reese is just like, you can see like one of the towels from like the Stormbreaker, like like shower
Branded
room.
logo on it.
Yeah, like with just the Alliance logo on it, and she just has it like on the beach, and she's just laying on it, just like a mummy on the beach.
He's just gonna walk up and be like, "The last I checked, with these suits, we can't exactly suntan."
It is really the one thing I wish. Sometimes I wish I was human, you know.
Yeah, I get it. Be less cramped. And he's gonna take a seat down next door and be like, "Long day, huh?"
Long indeed.
How are you holding up?
I've been better,
Yeah.
but like I said, this is not the worst we've been through.
Yeah. No, as far as our usual weeks go, this is actually kind of up there.
It's been an off week.
Yeah. I just wanted a day off.
Well, now that we've, for the most part, resolved business here, now we have to wonder. Now I can't help but wonder how we're getting home.
Yeah, that's where my head's been at. Some people think we can't get home.
Yeah, I mean, like, what do you do? There's no relays in the abyss.
Point in a direction and hope to God you have enough fuel.
That's just the thing. We don't have enough fuel. I don't need to be an engineer to tell you that. But
We got a lot
this
of
is
problems
nice.
to solve. You know, at least it's quiet out here.
Yeah, it's just so noisy out in the city.
Yeah. Then they're wanting to bring everyone onto the ship for drinks. That's gonna get loud.
Now that's the good kind of noise. I'm
It's all right.
totally down for that.
Yeah, I guess I could use a pick-me-up, sure. Could be fun.
Everything's so doom and gloom all the time, even on the paradise vacation planet.
Yeah, this is kind of false advertising. I'm a little upset.
Yeah, we just need to chill out for a night, Stormbreaker style.
Yeah. Probably make sure nothing gets broken.
Well, you want to sit here with me and not tan for a bit?
Yeah. Can I ask you something stupid? Well, maybe not
Everything
stupid.
you
but-
ask is stupid. What is it?
Oh, okay. Might sound stupid. I'm just stuck in my head about it. So, hearing that Forge died has been stuck in my head all day. And it's had me thinking. And it's but he was a guy that was just looking out for his people and trying to make sure they were in the best condition they could be. And it got me thinking about what we're all doing. Since we left Rannoch, I've been telling myself I'll tag along and everything to make sure everyone here is safe, but some days I just wonder if I'm actually doing a good job.
Life isn't always like the stories our parents told us. Sometimes we just have to face the grim reality of things. I know that's easy for us to say, but you can't save them all, no matter how hard you try. Believe me, you did everything you could. You gave that man hope in his last day.
Yeah. I guess that's not so bad. He's good, like lean in and like bump shoulders with her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you always have words that I need to hear.
You're still an asshole, though.
Hey, I'm trying. Not very hard, admittedly, but I'm trying.
She just, goes to hold your hand on the beach.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was me, not him. Come on.
I know. Next up, we have Piper.
Mm-hmm.
Little Pip.
Yep.
So, Julian is like, I think this was the one I went to the other day, and he directs you over to the clinic through the clinical district to one of the bathhouses.
Okay. We'll just follow him.
I believe this is the shop that offers the medicinal baths.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
You deserve it.
Do I?
Of course, it's my treat
Thank you.
for our proud navigator.
Thank you. Let me try my best.
Now, and like as you're like checking in with the staff and like, changing into your like bathhouse like sauna attire, towels and such, he's just like, now I need you to do something for me.
Okay.
There's been a lot of stress, a lot of tension in the air lately. No matter where we go, what we do, things always seem to go awry.
That's, yeah. Putting it like
But I need you to focus on the positive things. Think about everything that's happened this past year, this past decade. As far back as you can remember, think of your positive thoughts. without blocking out the negativity. Can you do that?
I can certainly try. And okay, so I mean, it could just be anything positive.
Yeah, what do you think of?
What do I think of when I want to think of something good? The first thing that comes to mind is seeing my dad, knowing that he's okay, and seeing Adriana, knowing that she's okay, and getting to spend some time with them, despite the tense circumstances that we were under. That even then.
I see. You need to see people doing all right.
Yeah,
It's that
guess so.
uncertainty that bothers you.
Yeah, that's a good assessment, I think.
Well, you are going to see Preston. Even if it kills me.
I've seen him once. I know he's there. I'm very stubborn. I'm sure you know that, though.
Right. Now, put these on, and he takes 2 cucumber slices from a plate.
Okay.
Don't laugh, this is important.
I'm okay. Okay, I'm gonna do it. And she's gonna put them on.
He just goes like... He's just like, alright. As you two sit down in one of these olive green medicinal baths. He's just like, you know how to float, right?
Yeah. It's been a minute since I've had to do that, but yeah.
Alright, well, just lean back and try to relax every muscle.
Okay, and she's gonna do that. The best to her ability.
Now, you're operating without an implant, so I want you... This may sound silly to you, but try not to let your emotions spill out, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that does.
Don't cage them up, but let them flow.
Let them flow. Okay,
I
she's
need you
gonna
to make
do...
a straight wisdom check.
Sure. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Sorry.
What the heck?
It's a good roll. My modifier is 0, but it's a 17 on the die.
17?
So.
Okay. 17. So you go like, that's it. That's it. And your eyes close. And you can feel, like, from your heart pumping blood into your system, from your mind flows biotic energies going through your entire nervous systems. You try to focus on the feeling of each individual neuron going from the back of your brain all the way out your fingertips and your toe tips. When suddenly you hear a whisper creep into your mind. It says like, one step closer.
One step closer? Sorry, you cut out a bit there. Okay.
One step closer.
Just... Okay, she's just gonna take note of that. She's gonna try not to, like, react to it too much, though. To not, like, break her current.
Julian just says like, relax, what's wrong?
Heard that voice again.
Unusual.
Yeah, it said one step closer. I don't know what that means, but
There's something with this planet.
yeah. Did I tell you about the dream I had?
You mentioned it.
Okay, I can't remember if I told you about that or not. Yeah, this place is weird.
I have a feeling you were very close to unraveling its secrets, but we're here to think positively,
Right.
proactively. We're not worried about the journey it'll be, but more about the good to come out of getting there. And accept everything that has happened.
Okay. Am I doing this right? Still? I haven't broken it, have I?
Only you can give the answer to that.
GM, how's she feel?
You're feeling good.
Okay,
I-
cool.
He just goes like, that's it, you okay?
Yeah.
As he goes to sit you up again.
Yeah, I think that went a lot better than I thought it would, so that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah. Buddha would be proud.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm not much of a religious type, but that's good. Do you think I would have his approval, at the very least?
You don't have to believe it's real or not. It's about the principle.
Makes sense. Oh man, I needed this. Oh, it's been so crazy.
Let's just sit here for a while longer.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I will gladly sit here for as long as I can, until I'm needed
So-
again.
You both just tilt your heads back and ride out the rest of the session.
Yep. Don't get many
Okay.
chances like this, I'm gonna take it.
Keep note of that little session.
Okay. Will do.
So, it is now dusk on Tortuga. And after everyone has checked up on their things, you all regroup in front of Giacomo's workshop. Miri, who was kind of dozing off on a bench nearby, you see her tapping her foot, and everyone reconvenes around the same time.
Finally.
The party is together again.
Yay.
Woohoo.
You notice that this giant, almost orb-like, dome-like structure that is Giacomo's workshop, made of pure thick metal. You see smoke still emanating from the top, as well as the front door, which seems to have multiple deep laser incisions,
I
but it is still closed.
Well, then I guess the only thing to do is go knock.
Maybe let them know that it's us, so, it's safe. I don't know if they know yet.
We're alive! You wanna let us in?
It's us! Everything's cool now.
Open the door.
Please let us in.
and you just hear like, "Hold on, I'm coming." You just hear like as the like multiple layers of door begin to like slide open
Amazing.
until finally the outermost layer opens.
Oh,
And
there's our
Giacomo.
favorite guy. One of them, anyway.
Oh, favorite, huh?
Well, one of them.
Everyone, lunch break. And you see like everyone's like still working in the background.
Glad to
Yeah.
see you're in one piece.
Likewise, I wasn't sure there.
Neither were we.
It was a very tense.
It was kind of a doomsday scenario.
Yeah, very tense situation.
You see Carly like trying to pull her gloves off, but like the sweat's catching.
Yeah.
And she just goes like, I'm over here thinking we work best under immense pressure, or at least y'all seem to think so. What the heck was happening out there?
Well, a lot. And then I told the Batarians and the pirates to get their shit together. But it worked!
Just like that.
Kinda.
And we've got.
Miri's very
There are
cute.
some new additions around town, but
But it's okay because not a whole lot of people died.
nobody.
Not a
almost
lot of
nobody
people.
died.
Well, all right. Shoot, good job, I guess.
It could have been so much worse.
And Amobi just like, also like sweating, like yanks off his goggles. Just goes like, thank the spirits, everyone's okay. I don't even want to know, honestly, any of the fine details. It's probably gonna make me blow a gasket or something. I'm stressed enough.
Yeah, you don't need to know.
Well, good
You
job.
Thanks. You guys look like you've been working hard.
We're almost done with the sub. As she does, like the only one that doesn't appear to be sweating.
Ah,
Really? Wow.
That
Very
you can
hard at work.
see.
that's true.
I haven't really been sleeping. I've been introduced to this coffee drink.
Oh no.
It actually
Oh.
agrees with my
My
system.
God.
Join the club.
Dear
sister.
God.
Dear God.
What is it that you guys say? Keela? Is that
Keela.
Yeah.
You know, there was a surprising amount of design ideas that carried over directly from the Stormbreaker schematics straight over into the sub. That plus Giacomo's brilliance allowed us to progress even more than a bit ahead of schedule. And
Breathe.
oh,
Breathe.
Have you had any water?
no, that sounds pretty good though. I'm gonna sit down.
That's a
Yeah,
good idea.
go ahead, kiddo.
You just see like she quickly like opens a water bottle and then like promptly puts a straw in it and like immediately like begins chugging it as fast as she can. This is like a dream come true. We need to go to planets like this all the time.
I don't know. I might have had my fill.
Yeah.
Well, then wait till you get a load of this. As she like gestures behind, like deeper into the workshop, and you see a mostly complete submarine.
Wow.
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 I can send you guys a picture.
Picture?
A picture. I will send it in art memes.
I don't know why, but like the inflection on "take a look at this," like the inflection made me just think of her like holding up a submarine in her hand, like this picture.
Ultra.
This is
That's
Ultra
really
Lord.
This is Ultra.
The box has never been opened.
Mint condition. Sheeta, this is the third week in a row you've shown the submarine for show and tell.
Aaron, we have to watch Jimmy Neutron now.
How do you know it's in mint condition if you've never inspected it outside of the box? Yeah, and he pulls it out of the box. No!
Oh, that's a sick ass submarine.
It is.
Yeah, so you look at it, and you can tell like the outside paneling still needs to be applied, and that like you can see like the glass has only been partially enameled,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's clear like it clearly has like no power going through it. But it's about like 70% done, 75% done ish.
Well, good work, guys.
Nicely done.
Neat.
Yes, thank you. We're calling it the one-eyed shark. Or
Yeah, I could workshop it a little bit.
you all will have the official honors of giving it the proper name, of course. But we
Hell
should be
yeah.
completed with the
The
design
one-eyed
by
monster.
today or tomorrow.
It's
Mhm.
long,
Fast
hard,
progress.
cool season.
Okay.
Well, again, the design's transferred elegantly to the sub. And it is a privilege to work with Giacomo here, as well as our fine engineers.
This much closer to an ocean adventure.
Hell yeah.
And Giacomo, like, tired but like proud, goes like, yes, even with a team of miracle workers, we thought we wouldn't have time to finalize the design before this place started swarming with Batarians. But thanks to you, we might see the sub in full functionality by tomorrow.
Incredible.
Now, I think I'm going to call it for tonight and head over to the City Inn.
Well, actually, we're going to be throwing a party on the Stormbreaker if you'd rather go there.
A party.
You
Say
know,
no more.
kind of.
And I'm
de-stress
just
a
going to
bit.
say,
I just
you
need a
haven't
break, period.
you haven't partied until you've partied with us, so
It has not been a party until it's been a hey, we didn't die today, Stormbreaker drink off.
yes.
Right.
Is that so?
Can confirm.
I will now ahead of time apologize if I get drunk, because I get very
Yeah.
I don't know how I would describe it. These guys could describe it better, but
The human can't hold her liquor.
Have you ever seen those Earth cartoons where they drink like a sip and turn entirely pink?
Piper.
She can't be any worse than me. I mean, I almost blew up an asteroid when I got drunk.
That's
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure
you did
if she
such,
had the equipment.
you did such a good job with the gun.
I think I'm gonna skip drink. I think I'm gonna have water tonight.
Oh, you got to have at least one drink.
Have one drink.
I mean, water's a drink.
One alcoholic drink. A really strong one.
yes, peer pressure. We love that.
Well, regardless of how you get Piper, I'm sure it won't bother me. I'm a regular at an inn full of pirates, you see. It
That
can't get any
is
worse.
Totally valid, and you're absolutely right. Forgive me, I forgot about that. Oh. Just want to apologize in advance for any weird shit that I might say. I don't know what will happen. We'll see. So.
The last time we got drunk together, Piper, that was so much fun.
That was a lot of fun. More fun when you're drunk with other people.
Remember I made you go on that wild goose chase because we couldn't find a Moby anywhere?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Well, I'll pack up my things.
Sounds great.
Close up shop, everyone. Like, you got it, boss.
Yeah, boss man.
All right. That is where I'm going to end the session tonight.
Oh boy.
Hell yeah. Crisis averted.
Mm-hmm.
For now.
Wasn't sure how that was going to go down, but
Me neither.
yeah.
Turns out it's really good if you kill someone and then take their cell phone, essentially. You might need it.
That was a really smart play. So.
It was.
Being a negotiations officer is hard. I don't know how people do this.